Hello, I'm Susie Young, or if you want to be more formal, Dr. Susan Young or Professor Susan Young, but I'm much happier with just Susie. I'm a clinical and a forensic psychologist, and I'm also on the British Psychological Society Specialist Register for practitioner neuropsychologists. So I specialise in the assessment of mental health conditions, neurodevelopmental conditions, in particular ADHD and ASD, and neuropsychological difficulties. So apart from assessment, I also go on then and can provide treatment. So I worked in the NHS for a long time. It's getting on for 30 years. Time flies. If anyone's very young here, you just won't believe me, but do believe me, it really does go so fast. And then I left a few years ago and went full-time into my private practice, working for Psychology Services Limited and Psychology Innovations Limited. But, you know, before I was a psychologist, I sort of had a previous life. It was so long ago. I see it as a previous life, working in the field of merchant banking. And I can remember commuting every day, going up to the City of London. But I was also a single parent, and I had I was building a career. And, you know, I really well understand the difficulties of juggling all those different roles and the impact and the stress of doing that it can have on our well-being. So in my private practice, in my current practice, I have a strong patient focus in providing assessment and therapy of multiple difficulties and trying to help people resolve them. I do medico-legal work for the courts. I'm still very involved in research with international collaborations. I do training. I get invited all over the world to train people in assessment tools and treatments. And I provide service consultation and supervision. I've actually written a lot. I've got I think over 170 publications at the last count in peer-reviewed journals and books and book chapters. And I've also developed various tools and myself, in particular assessment tools and treatment programs. And the reason I did that is because what I found in my work is often I want something to be able to help me, to assist me in conducting an assessment or doing a treatment, and it just wasn't available. So the way to do that, I resolved it, is because I had the expertise. So I started to develop them, working with other colleagues. And I'm very proud actually to have the ADHD child evaluation, which is currently translated in about 22 different languages. And also the ACE Plus, which is for adults, and the diagnostic autism spectrum interview, DAISY, which are all free to download from my website. In terms of treatment programs, well, I have written them for young people and adults working across the lifespan, because I think it's really important that we don't silo and look at people's difficulties in just in that moment in time when they present. We need to consider people and the experience they've had and what's happened to them in the past, and frame what's going on for them at that time in the context of that entire experience. So treatment tools I've developed, helping children with ADHD. This one for adolescents and adults with ADHD. This was fun, becoming a star detective. This is a group program for children with cognitive, emotional, social problems. And the R&R2 for youths and adults with ADHD. And there's another one, which is the R&R2 for youths and adults with mental health problems. So I've written a lot of these programs, and I get asked to train on them very frequently. I tried to make as many of the resources that I developed as easily available as possible. I try to publish in open access journal publications, for example. And I put many resources free of charge on my website. So take a look at the website, have a good mosey around in the resources section and in the publication section, where you'll find perhaps all sorts of useful links and pieces of information. If you want to contact me, please, I don't have horns, I'm very approachable. Please, go via the link, the Contact Us link on the website, and I look forward to hearing from you or meeting you one day. Take care.